In the world of networking, computers don't go by names, they go by numbers. Because this is how computers communicate with each other, by using numbers, which are nothing but IP addresses. Humans, on the other hand, are accustomed to names instead of numbers. Whether it's talking directly to another person or when we are talking about a particular country or particular place, humans prefer names instead of numbers. So in order to bridge the communication gap between humans and computers, the network engineers have developed DNS, which stands for Domain Name System. So friends, DNS resolves names to numbers, or to be more specific, it resolves domain names to IP addresses.
So on one side we have computers. Computer 1 with IP address 192.168.1.1, Computer 2 with IP address 192.168.1.2, Computer 3 with IP address 192.168.1.3, and on the other side we have humans. Deepika, Sanket and Kamlesh. So friends, we need to bridge the gap between computers and humans. In order to solve this, network engineers developed DNS. So as we know, DNS resolves names to numbers, or we may also say that it resolves domain name to IP addresses, right?
If you type a web address in a web browser, the DNS will resolve the name to IP address, because the only thing the computers understand is nothing but IP addresses.
For example, if you want to go to a certain website, you would open up your web browser and type in the domain name of that website. So, for example, let's use yahoo.com. Now, technically, you don't have to type in yahoo.com to retrieve Yahoo web page. You can just type in IP address if we know what the IP is. So here, suppose the IP is 74.125.44.25, right?
But one thing you need to keep in mind is that when there are millions of websites, it's not possible for us to remember the IP address for each and every website. So DNS solves this problem. Here, whenever we will type a particular domain name, it will convert the domain name to IP address and make the things easier. DNS works like phone book. When you wish to find a particular number, you don't directly go for number. You will first type in the name and then you will get your requested number.
In order to understand this more clearly, let's break this down into further details. Let's examine the steps that DNS takes. When you type in facebook.com in your web browser, and if a web browser or operating system can't find the IP address in its own cache memory, then what will happen? Then it will send the query to the next level, to what is called the resolver server. it will ask resolver, "Hey resolver, what is the IP address for Facebook?" The resolver replies, "Don't worry, I will search." Unfortunately, resolver says, "Sorry, no IP found." The resolver server is basically your ISP or internet service provider. When this resolver will receive the query, it will check its own cache memory to find an IP address for facebook.com, and if it can't find, it will send the query to the next level called the root server. The root server is the top or the root of the DNS hierarchy. 13 sets of these root servers are strategically placed around the world, operated by 12 different organizations. Each set has their own unique IP addresses. Now resolver will ask root server, "Hey root, what is the IP address for Facebook?" Then the root server will direct resolver to TLD. TLD stores address level for top level domains. Such as .com, .net, .org. Now, resolver will ask the TLD server for IP address for facebook.com. Sorry, no IP found. TLD will not be aware about IP address for facebook.com. So, TLD will direct the resolver to the next and the final level, which is nothing but authoritative name server. This authoritative name server is responsible for knowing everything about the domain, including IP addresses. Once again, the resolver will ask the authoritative name server for the IP address for facebook.com. When the authoritative name server receives the query from resolver, the name server will respond with the IP address for facebook.com, and finally, this resolver will tell your computer the IP address for facebook.com, and then your computer can now retrieve the Facebook web page. One thing we all need to keep in mind is that once resolver receives IP, it will store it in its cache memory. So, if again we want IP for Facebook, then there will be no need to go through all these steps again.
This was all about DNS. Hope this video has been helpful to you. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you.